Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to part 3 of my Xbox 360 collection update number 2. This is why I only do it every 3 years, because, man, it's a lot of work. I mean, okay, a lot of work considering it's a YouTube video where I'm just showing you games. I mean, it's not a lot of work when you compare it to an actual job. I know that, but it's hot in here. I'm moving games around, freaking hundreds and hundreds of games, and making sure to keep them alphabetized for the most part. It's nuts. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying it so far. So we're going to, of course, like I usually do at least, we're going to start off with whatever one Cartman's sitting on. We're going to start off with this one and get to it, okay? Alright, we have 6 big piles and 1 little small one right here. So this one should be the longest part, most likely, but I'm going to try to make it fast, okay? So let's move Cartman, put him on this one for now. Alright, let's go. Alright, first one is Lucha Libre Heroes del Ring. It's a Lucha Libre game. I don't know. Madden. Madden. Huh. Yeah, that's my impression. It's bad. Whatever. Fuck it. Yeah, I should put them like that. Yeah. Alright, so next is Madden 08. I don't actually have too many Madden games, surprisingly. I have 07, 08. I think I have 09. Is 09? Yeah, I have 09. Actually, I probably do have a lot of Madden games, actually. Mafia 2, there you go. Alright, look at that, man. I mean, I don't think that's true. I think I do have more Madden games, but not yet, at least. But anyway, Mafia 2, really fun little game. I love the first game, and I really enjoyed the second one. Even though the second one was definitely more about story than its gameplay, that's for sure. But it was definitely better than Mafia 3. Mafia 2 had so many little details, like you had to fill up your gas tank, and just little things. Yeah, you can actually watch a video on YouTube about the comparisons between Mafia 2 and 3, and where they just said, screw it, they just changed everything for Mafia 3. Just made it straight up arcadey bullshit. Yeah. Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom. I don't know if anybody remembers this game. I remember it. I do. I thought it would be like a new Enslaved game for me, where it'd be like, oh, this game no one heard about. Oh, it's going to be cool. I didn't care for it. So there goes that. Here's Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Forza 2, the combo pack that came with the 360, and I played the shit out of Ultimate Alliance, let me tell you. Whew, good game. Ultimate Alliance 2, this was a huge disappointment. Still good for the most part, but didn't change it up enough, and the stuff that they added I didn't really care for. The story itself wasn't all that great. I know it was like Civil War pretty much, but I didn't care for it myself. But not bad. Mass Effect 1. I never finished Mass Effect 1 myself, but I played the shit out of Mass Effect 2, baby! Yeah. And then, of course, we got Mass Effect 3. I got the collector's edition of this one. So there you go. Wait, hold on. Should be like that. Actually, I think this is the game. There's something missing in here, but I'm pretty sure I have the game inside here. Oh, where's the game? Uh-oh. You might want to count this. I definitely have Mass Effect 3. But I don't know where the game is, actually. Shit. See, I should have prepared more for this, I guess. I do have it. You just gotta trust me on this one. I do have the game. I have the collector's edition, too. The game is somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Maybe I'll figure it out later and post it in a different part. But anyway, Max Payne 3, great game. I know a lot of people didn't care for it. I will say, I just realized, like, the cover itself is strange, because it has a girl who's not really in the game, and then you have just some regular guy with a mask on. Or no, a mask, like a whatever, and yeah, doesn't really represent the game too well. But Max Payne 3 was a damn fine game, in my opinion. Mayhem, cool little game. It's like in black and white and stuff. Reminds me kind of like if that game Mad World was ever a racing game. That's kind of what it looks like. Medal of Honor Limited Edition. Did not care for this game at all. I thought it was a huge disappointment because I was a big fan of the original Medal of Honor games, and it tried way too hard to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Way too hard. Same thing for Medal of Honor Warfighter, which I actually enjoyed a little bit more, but it's still disappointing. Why can't we just keep to old-fashioned stuff, you know? Like, why do we have to have this dude bro main character and dude bros being dude bros? Like, why can't we just have Call of Duty 2 where you just play as a random soldier, you're just in World War II? Same thing with that Call of Duty World War II game. We had to have characters. Why can't we just have soldiers? They have names, sure, but maybe we get to know a little bit about them. But why do we have to follow them the entire time? Why can't it be like Call of Duty 2? I don't know. I would love for everything to be Call of Duty 2. Medal of Honor Airborne. This was the last Medal of Honor game that I remember actually enjoying. So take that for what it is. Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. I didn't care for the Mercenaries games. I enjoyed the first one for the most part, but I didn't really care for this one, personally. Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, awesome game. Just went to backwards compatibility. I might replay that soon, actually. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection comes with 2, 3, and Peace Walker. Peace Walker just went backwards compatible, so that's kind of cool. There you go. Metro Last Light. Actually, ever since my last Xbox 360 collection, I didn't play these games. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't play them, but Metal Gear Solid 5 was coming out, and I was like, oh boy, I really need to catch up with the story because I really want to play Metal Gear Solid 5. So I just watched, I'm not even kidding, I watched all the cutscenes of these games, even the first one. So I caught up with the story. So I know what the story's about, I just never played the games. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 quite a bit, actually, when I was a kid. And Metal Gear Solid 3 I got maybe like 5 hours into when I was younger. But Metal Gear Solid 1 I never really got into that much. Whatever. Anyway, Metro Last Light. Great game as well. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition. It is new and sealed, but it has some like cellophane damage. So, new, but not exactly new. Mind Jack. That game is a atrocious piece of shit. But I kind of like it in a so bad it's kind of good way, even though it's not, because the gameplay itself is kind of boring. But there's a lot of stuff in the story and the voice acting and stuff that is hilarious. MLB Front Office Manager. You can't tell because this freaking store I go to has tons and tons of stickers on their cases. But that's what it is. Mortal Kombat, not the original. Mortal Kombat 9, but it's just called Mortal Kombat. The 360 game, really awesome. Love this game. It brought back Mortal Kombat in a good way. Because the other ones before that, Armageddon was okay. Deception I loved, actually. But between Deception and this one, there was like a good 7-year span where there wasn't that many great Mortal Kombat games. Like Shaolin Monks was actually okay. And Armageddon was okay too. But this game was great, and so was Deception. And Deception has one of my favorite story modes of all time. Because it's just like Mind Jack, it is hilarious. It's terrible. The Kami Dogu. Shijinko. I love that game. I should do a playthrough for that. I've played through that story mode so many times. I should do it. Maybe I'll do it in the future. But anyway, Monster Madness. Battle for Suburbia. It's kind of like a twin-stick shooter, kind of. I don't know. Morph X. Terrible little game. But it is always a game every time I look at my collection I get interested in and want to play it again. Even though it is terrible. I don't know why. You ever have a game like that where it's just, you know it's bad, you've probably even played it before, or you've heard that's horrible, but you look at the cover and you're like, that's a game. I want to play that again. That's Morph X for me. MotoGP 07, motorcycle game. Oh shit, Pimp My Ride. Hell yeah, MTV's Pimp My Ride. That's why it's in the M's. My Sims Sky Heroes. There you go. Alright, now we're on the ends. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Oh, you big Naruto fans out there, I know you're clamoring to play that. Even though it's been out for like 8 years at this point. Next is Naughty Bear Gold Edition. We got a nice little Kill Bill reference right on the front. Look at that. Whew! Naughty Bear, best game ever. NBA 2K6. I had this game ever since it pretty much came out, actually. I think back in 2007 I got it, so not exactly when it came out, but when it was still newish. Because I'm pretty sure this one actually did come out in 2006. Because usually when they do 2K6 or 7, that means it came out a year before the title suggests. No, it came out in 2005. I was wrong. Next one is NBA Live 07. There you go. And that's that stack right there. Let me flip it over. Now let's get on to this one, which I think is... No, actually, you know what? Let's not do this one. Because these are like S's and T's. So let's do this one. So let's just flip. Let's just trade them. Let's do a nice little trade. That's why I put a tablecloth here, so I can move these stacks easier than I could last time. I remember having a hard time doing that. Alright, next is NBA 2K12. So we skipped a lot of NBAs right there. NBA 2K13. Is this NBA? No, it's NCAA 07 football. Wish that was NCAA 14. I think that's the one that's rare. NCAA 08. NCAA 09. And I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Really fun game. Not as good as the original Hot Pursuit, but it was a pretty good little reboot, I guess. They never did a sequel to it, but I guess remake is more of what I should say. Same thing for this one. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Pretty good reboot of that, or remake of that original game. Not great, but it was good. Need for Speed Pro Street. Never played this one, actually. Need for Speed The Run. Terrible. terrible Need for Speed game. I think this is probably the worst one. When it comes to its story, it's abysmal. Really bad. That was back when they were trying to give all these EA. It is EA, right? Yeah, it is EA. EA was trying to do like stories in all their like sports games and stuff, and they did that for Fight Night Champions, which actually ended up being okay, but that one not so much. Never Dead. Remember this game? The guy that can rip off his head, his arms and stuff and still live, and you get to control his body parts. You have to assemble them together. It's new and sealed, so you let that be the... you let that sink in. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I've been doing this for a little while at this point. I am tired. But anyway, NHL 09. There you go, another NHL game. Or another sports game, I should say. Nier, one of my favorite underrated RPGs of all time. Of course, Nier Automata came out, but please go check this game out because this one is freaking awesome. I love it. The story mode is so good. I mean, the story itself is so good. The characters are extremely likable. I love that game. 99 Nights 3. I'm sorry. Third. They didn't make a third one. They only made 2. But 99 Nights. It says N3, so it's confused me. I don't know. It's one of those games where it's tons and tons of troops and you kill them. And of course, the game that became a meme, mainly because of one guy, Tak Fuji, thank you. 99 Nights 2. 1 million troops. Wow. Watch the Konami press conference from 2010, I believe. Go watch it. Night at the Museum Battle of the Smithsonian, the video game. I played this entire thing, and it was atrocious. Big surprise. Ninja Blade. I really like this game. The problem with it is that it has pretty much no checkpoint system, and it is a pretty challenging game at times. So whenever you die, you go all the way back to the beginning of the mission. And of course, each mission is like 30 minutes long, so I didn't get very far because I got frustrated. I was like, this is fun, but I'd rather just play Ninja Gaiden. At least it has a real save system. Speaking of Ninja Gaiden 2. There you go. Awesome game. Even though Ninja Gaiden 1 and Black is better. Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. This is a improved version of Ninja Gaiden 3, of course. It is better, even though I didn't actually hate Ninja Gaiden 3, the original. I know a lot of people didn't, but I thought it was okay. It was okay. It was like a 6, or maybe even a 7. But it definitely wasn't as good as the original. National Professional Paintball League Championship Paintball 2009, bitches. I think this is the only one that came out for NPPL. So I know there's a Greg Hastings paintball game, but I think that was the only one for NPPL. So a Murder City of Gangsters is like an RTS, except you control gangsters. Sim City by way of Al Capone. Okay, so it's Sim City. Never mind, not RTS. An offer I can't refuse from GameSpy. That was great. It was a good one, GameSpy. No wonder you're shut down. All right, Open Season. It's based on that freaking movie series that is still going on to this day. I don't know how. I don't know why, but they're still going. I just want to crowd myself with these. There you go. Just to make it look like there's a lot. But anyway, Open Season. Yeah. Operation Darkness, which is a... I think this one's an RTS, actually. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. Next is Operation Flashpoint, Dragon Rising. This game is extremely tough to play. Do not play this like it's Call of Duty. I mean, you can say that for every Operation Flashpoint game, but definitely don't go into this expecting that. I don't know why you would, but it's a military game in this day and age, I guess. A lot of people be like, oh, it's like Call of Duty, right? No. The Outfit, kind of a fun little over-the-top game. It has Robert Patrick in it. I don't know why I felt like I needed to tell you that. I love Robert Patrick, I guess that's why. But it's a fun little game. Yeah, you can call down little supply drops and stuff. It's fun. It's not great, but it's fun. Over G Fighters. Okay. I don't think I ever played that, actually. And Overlord 2. I think I had Overlord 1 also, but I guess I got rid of it or it's somewhere else. Again, I have a lot of games that aren't ABC ordered. Hold on, I just need oh, God. Not even gonna lie. I'm sweating, so stuff's starting to stick in places where I don't want it to stick. So, alright, here you go. There you go, right there. That's another stack. Let's get to that stack all the way in the back left. Or at least back left for me, front left for you guys, I guess. Alright, let's swap them around, baby. We just got finished with the... Uh-oh. Yeah, the peas, right? what did we just do? Overlord. All right, so we're at P's now. So that means, wait, hold on. I'm getting confused. I don't want to drop anything here. All right, I think I'm doing okay. Yeah, I think this little pile is the next one I have to do. All right. So, yeah, let's do that. All right, so now we're on the P's. Wait, no. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I'll just have it like this. Phantasy Star Universe, which is a MMO. I don't think it works anymore. So, try as you might, you cannot play it. I think. I could be wrong, though. I'm sure someone's going to tell me I'm wrong. I still play it to this day, Gore. Fucking idiot. Peter Jackson's King Kong the movie game, which is actually a really good movie game. I highly recommend it if you have yet to play it. It's actually really, really creepy at times. Or really scary, because you're a human sometimes and you have to fight off dinosaurs. And when I mean fight off, I mean more like you have to survive. Not really a fight off one. Just like, run. Like, well, T-Rex is chasing you. It's pretty good. Pocket Bike Racer, another Burger King game. Portal 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Love this game to death. I can't wait for a Portal 3. Don't think we'll ever get it, though. Maybe before I'm dead, which hopefully isn't soon. Prince of Persia Limited Edition, which is that remake of Prince of Persia that they never made a sequel for, sadly, because I actually did enjoy it for the most part. Next one is Prince of Persia The Forgotten Sands, which, good title, because it definitely was forgotten. It was made pretty much to coincide with the movie. I mean, it didn't have Jake Gyllenhaal or anything. It was more based around the original Prince of Persia game, and I mean the PS2 one, not the original, but you know what I mean. Whatever. Pure. Technically, I already have a copy of that, but I didn't have a copy separate, so there you go. You got Prototype 1, which I really enjoyed, and Prototype 2, which I thought was a lot of fun, too. I actually did videos for Prototype 2 when the DLCs were coming out, and I did like videos where I just tried out all the DLC weapons, and I got a lot of views for those. I don't think that's on my GorTheMovieGod channel. I think that's on my Gore Plays account, which I don't use anymore. Just look up Gore Plays Prototype 2. I'm sure you'll find it. I got a lot of views for those too. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, the original. I don't think the second one is on 360, so that's why I don't have it. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. Prey, the original Prey. Great game. Perfect Dark Zero with a bootleg ass cover. I got this from like Blockbuster, so whatever. Project Sylphid Arc of Deception, which is like a space shooter kind of like a, if you mix Star Fox with some anime, I guess. There you go. Project Gotham Racing 3, I think, right? I think I have 4 somewhere too. So, all right. So we got that little stack out of the way. Put that little stack over here in the middle. How long are we into this? I can't even tell. Yeah, whatever. Figure out later. Pure Football. It's pure football. Put that there. Quantum of Solace 007. Even though, yeah. I should put that in the 007 section. That should have been like shown in the first part, but whatever. I put it in Q's. Cubed, which comes with Luminous Live E4, which is every extend, extreme, extra, whatever, and Res HD, which is kind of cool. Res HD, or just Res in general, is a great game. Quake 4. Quake 4 is a pretty good game. I know a lot of people didn't care for it when it first came out, but I really enjoyed it. Quantum Theory, this game is a piece of shit. It ripped off Gears of War so heavily, but it also tried to like add fantasy elements to it, which I guess Gears of War has like fantasy elements too a little bit, but more like sci-fi. But this game is atrocious. Whew, it's bad. Rage, which I know a lot of people don't care for. People are enjoying id now again because of Doom, but I know a lot of people were giving id some shit for this one because this was one of their big ones, like, oh, we're back, bitch. Rage has the same number of letters as Doom, so you expect it to be as good as Doom. It wasn't, but I really enjoyed it when it first came out. I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. I thought the gameplay itself was fucking tight as hell. I really enjoyed it. Would I love it now? I don't know, but I really enjoyed it back then. I thought the graphics were incredible for the time. I'm sure they're not anymore, but whatever. Next is Raven Squad Hidden Dagger, which tried to mix a FPS with an RTS, and it failed at both completely. At least it tried to do something different, I guess. Record of Agarist War Zero. I don't know. You can look at the cover and already tell that that is not my type of game. Even though it does have some cute little anime girls, which is weird to say. That's very weird. I shouldn't have said that. But edit that out, May. May, while you're watching this, edit this out. And I'm gonna get edited out. I'm lazy. Anyway, Red Faction Guerrilla, which may get a remaster this year, and I'm very excited if it does, because one of my favorite games. Red Faction is one of my favorite underrated series of all time. Sadly, this game kind of ruined it. Red Faction Armageddon, which I actually enjoyed this game. I know a lot of people didn't. I enjoyed it, but this game kind of ruined the franchise because it's one of the reasons why THQ went bankrupt. I mean, they were going bankrupt anyway, but they were really relying heavily on this being a success like Guerrilla was. It wasn't. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. They made a linear game besides open world. Took away the multiplayer, which the multiplayer was a lot of fun. I mean, there's multiplayer, but it's like a horde mode. When this game, Guerrilla, had an actual competitive multiplayer mode. Yeah, I still enjoyed it. I like the story, I like the characters for the most part, but I didn't love it. Red Dead Redemption. Do I need to say anything about this game? It's one of the best games of all time, and I can't wait for that sequel, baby. It's coming. Only a few more months. Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Of course, great DLC. Remember Me. A game not many people actually remember, but it's from the guys that made Life is Strange, and I actually kind of liked it. Resident Evil 5, which is a solid game. Everybody knows that. Operation Raccoon City, Resident Evil, of course, which is a terrible game. Horrible. Some of the worst AI I've ever seen in a video game. Resident Evil Revelations, which is a damn fine game. Resident Evil 6 Archives Edition, which is a fun game. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it personally. Next is Resonance of Faith, which Resonance of Fate, not Faith, but good game, I think. I don't know, I didn't play it. I'm just on autopilot at this point. Good game, yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. Don't give a shit about it, but it's a good game. Ride to Hell Retribution, good game. This is a funny as fuck game. I mean, it's not funny to play or enjoyable to play, because I played like 15 hours of this game and I could not stand it at that. Like after 15 hours, I was like done. This game has no right to be like 20 hours long, by the way. It has no right. But this game is long and it's boring, but it does have some hilarious moments. So if you could watch all the funny moments in a compilation, or just watch someone else's video where they edit it down and like crack jokes, then go watch it. Inside Gaming did a really good one, so go check those guys out. Or Funhouse now. They're Funhouse now. But Risen 2 Dark Waters, and I never cared for the Risen series, personally. Rise of the Argonauts. I remember actually enjoying this game when it first came out. Probably not so good now, but it tried to be like a... It tried to be a Greek... That's Greek, right? Argonauts and stuff? Yeah, Greek. It tried to be the Greek version of like a Mass Effect, where it had like dialogue choices and you recruit people, and there's like a kind of like a suicide mission towards the end. It was corny, but I enjoyed it for the most part. It reminded me kind of a Clash of the Titans, or I guess Jason and the Argonauts, which is what it's really based on, but a video game. Next is AC/DC Live Rock Band Track Pack. I think, yeah, all of these are Country Track Pack 2. Metal Track Pack for Rock Band. Track Pack Volume 2. Track Pack Classic Rock. I have a lot of these. And Original Rock Band, and I'm pretty sure Rock Band 2. I do not have Rock Band 3 as of yet. I'm going to try to get a full collection of Rock Band games, I guess. Rock of the Dead. Bad game. It has Neil Patrick Harris in it, though. I'm pretty sure that's correct, right? Yep. Felicia Day and Rob Zombie, too. That's weird. Bad game, though. Rock Revolution. That's an even worse Guitar Hero style Rock Band game. Oh, one of my favorite bad games of all time. Rogue Warrior, baby. One of the best out there. Watch my review. I say the same thing. I think I did a full playthrough for it. I did a playthrough with friends as well. And I did an edited video, too. Just look up Rogue Warrior on my channel. I have a long history with this game. Love it. That rap song at the end. Oh, boy. Oh, this game. I got a long history with this one, too. This one's unwritten, though. This is unwritten history. Rumble Roses Double X, baby. Yeah. Oh, boy. Some Japanese girls doing the thing. Alright. So there you go. It's another pile. Now we have this pile right here, or these piles right here, and we're good for this part. I don't know how long we've been going for, but, you know, put them right there. Look at that. Alright. So, let's go. I guess we're doing S's now. I think we're done with ours. So actually, I think I'm doing this right this time, in the right order, kind of. Splinter Cell Blacklist, which is a great game. Not as good as the next one I'm about to show, which is Splinter Cell Conviction. That was a great game. And then you have, of course, Double Agent, which is the one that most people forget about. It's still a good game, but I don't know. I feel like that was one of the lesser of the series, personally. Tomb Raider, of course, Tomb Raider, great game. That's, of course, the remake. Tony Hawk's Project 8, really good game. That's when they added that, like, flip the board mechanic, which I actually really enjoyed. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it. I'm talking about when it, like, slows down or whatever. Sorry, I had to take a swig. Let me see this. Nail the Trick, that's what it was called. Tony Hawk's Proving Grounds, which I didn't actually play that much of that one. Top Spin 2, well, you can't go wrong with a little bit of tennis, you know what I mean? Too Human, that was a huge disappointment, wasn't it? Oh, let's take Beowulf and make it like sci-fi and give it to the guys that did Eternal Darkness. That sounds great. They fucked it up. I don't know how it wasn't great. Tornado Outbreak, that's a bad game. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, which was it was better than the first movie game, I guess. And technically, I guess it was better than the movie. So it's one of the first times where a video game a game based on a movie was better than the movie. There's not that many times that happens, but it was one of them times. Transformers War for Cybertron, great game. Really enjoyed it, but I love Transformers Fall of Cybertron even more. Really great game. One of my favorite underrated games of, like, what was it, 2013 it came out? Maybe 2014? Might have come out, like, right when... no, it might have been 2012, actually, thinking about it. When were you? 2012. Yeah, it was 2012. Okay. Tenchu Z. This is the last Tenchu game we got for the 360 and PS3. It was actually the only one, I think, on 360. I think it only came out on... It says only on Xbox 360, but that doesn't mean it was only on Xbox 360 for long. It could have went to PS3. I don't remember if it did, though. But I think this is the only game we got of the Tenchu series on the 360. We did get a Wii game, which was okay, from what I remember. But, yeah, I used to really like the Tenchu games. Terminator Salvation, terrible game. But if you want an easy 1,000 achievement points, then play that game on the hardest difficulty. You'll finish it in like 5 hours. The Orange Box comes, of course, Half-Life 1, Episode 1, Episode 2. I'm sorry, Half-Life 2, Episode 1, and Episode 2. Orange Box also includes, what, Portal and Team Fortress 2. So there you go. You can tell I'm really getting out of it, right? Time Shift, a fun little underrated game. I think it just went to backwards compatibility. And I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I liked it. Let me take this off. Alright. The Adventures of Tintin, the game. Did you even know this had a video game? It did. It was actually okay, so I can't really give it too much shit. TNA Impact. I remember this game when it first came out. Everybody was talking about how good the graphics were, and they didn't talk about how bad the actual game was. I just remember that. I did not like that game. Tom Clancy's End War, which is an RTS. I never played it. Should add it to the collection. Tom Clancy's Hawks, and I'm assuming next one is Hawks 2, which is an... Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, Advanced Warfighter 2, and Future Soldier, which just went backwards compatible as well. So, there you go. So, I should put the Splinter Cell games next to the Ghost Recon games. Here, I actually will put them right there. Yeah, so keep all my Tom Clancy in one place. Rest in peace! I think a lot of people forget that Tom Clancy died like 5 years ago at this point. he's not even alive and they're still making books. Same thing with the guy that did the Bourne movie. I mean, the Bourne books. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Also the same guy that... I mean, also the same thing for the guy that wrote The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That guy's dead as well. So all these people dying. Stop dying. If James Patterson dies, I don't even know what books will be on freaking store shelves anymore. Well, I guess they'll still have James Patterson books. They just won't actually be written by him because he's dead. Anyway, whatever. SSX, which was a fun little reboot of SSX. I love the original games, especially Tricky. That was my favorite one. Yeah, no, it was good. Not great, though. Star Ocean: The Last Hope, which I actually really loved the original Star Ocean game on the PS2. Didn't really play that 360 one, though. Star Trek, which is, of course, based on... Well, I guess it really wasn't, but it came out around the time Into Darkness came out, and... Not terrible. I know a lot of people thought it was terrible. I just thought it was meh. Very meh. It was like a 5. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, which I really enjoyed when it first came out. And then you have Force Unleashed 2, which my only problem with that is that they didn't change up enough, and the game is... I say a game is... A game length is fine. I mean, a short game length, sorry, is fine as long as you cram it with good story and good characters and good set pieces. And this game really didn't do that. It had some good set pieces, but it took a long time to get to them. And by the time you got to them, like, the game was already half over. I'm like, I don't know. Also, the story was just silly. Stormrise, which is an RTS. I heard it wasn't very good, though. Stuntman Ignition, which I really like the original Stuntman game, even though it was a... Pretty sure it was a tech demo pretty much for Driver 3. I could be wrong. I think that's true. And the original Stuntman actually ended up being better than Driver 3. But a lot of games are better than Driver 3, sadly. But Stuntman Ignition, fun game. Street Fighter 4, great game, of course. Summer Athletics, The Ultimate Challenge. I don't know. Oh, Superman Returns. Pooh, bad game, real bad. Even though they got the flying mechanics down, but still pretty bad. Supreme Commander, it's another RTS, and of course Supreme Commander 2. Gotta have both of those, right? I mean, those are just really sought after titles, as you know. Here we go. Let me just flip this over so you guys can see. Syndicate, which of course is based on an old, I think the original games are RTS games, right? But this is a first-person shooter, and I actually really enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it. Tekken 6, really fun game, even though the campaign is one of the worst fighting campaigns of all time, fighting game campaigns of all time. Really bad. I don't know what the fuck they were smoking, thinking that was good. Smash Court Tennis 3, it's a tennis game. I think it's more arcadey than most. Good for them. Sneak King, hell yeah. A lot of people don't get this, but this game, the title, is a pun. Sneak King. Sneaking. Sneaking. Sneak King. Sneaking. Get it? Hope you do. Sniper Ghost Warrior, the original, and I think this is, yes, it's Sniper Ghost Warrior 2, just not in the box. Hopefully you can see that. Next is Sonic Unleashed. Hell yeah. He turns into a werewolf. Oh my god. I'm a furry, and I love this. Yeah, I'm a furry, and I approve this message. Fuck it. Alright. Soul Calibur 4, which has my guy... Yoda! There you go. That's my Yoda impression. It would be better if my throat wasn't so sore. You know what? Let me take a swig and try it again. Yeah, I don't want to embarrass myself. Alright, let me think of a line. Wait, hold on. Let's see, what would he say? Yoshimitsu! No, I can't do it. It's terrible. I can't do it. Yoshimitsu! There you go, perfect. That's Yoda. Soul Calibur 5 had Ixio in it, cool. It had a customizable character thing. I like that. South Park The Stick of Truth, not my original copy. It is sealed, but great game. Didn't play the second one yet, but I will in the future. Space Chimps! Everybody loves Space Chimps. Remember that movie? Yeah. Alright. Move this over for now until I'm done. I have to move this over. Alright. Next is Spec Ops The Line. Great game. Actually, really good game. I think the gameplay is actually pretty solid. It's a third-person shooter with a cover system, but the story itself is so fucking good. Please play this game. The story mode is great. Spider-Man Friend or Foe, Spider-Man game. It was like a more kid-friendly version, even though Spider-Man is kid-friendly, but it's like really kid-friendly. Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which is a great game. Spider-Whip Chronicles, which is based on that movie no one saw. I did. I thought it was actually okay. No one saw it, though. Splatterhouse. It's pre-owned, even though it does look sealed, but Splatterhouse, remember that? Remember that game? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun little throwback to, like, beat 'em ups, I guess, but even considering that, it wasn't really like a throwback. It was just like a God of War style game without any of the flair, really. I enjoyed it though, for the most part. Split Second, great racing game, right next to Burnout. This is one of my favorite racing games of all time. So there you go. All right, so we're done with that pile. That pile, yeah, that pile. All right, so let's go on to the next one. Whoa. Hopefully people enjoy this. Not me shifting the stuff, but just make sure. Alright, this table's okay, right? If it falls down, you know what happened. Just couldn't handle the greatness of this video. Shadows of the Damned, a really underrated game. One of my favorite Suda51 games. Or, yeah, it's Suda51, right? Yeah, it is. Highly recommended. Really fun. Shell Shock 2 Blood Trials. Terrible game, but the original game is actually pretty okay. I remember this came out the same... Yeah, it's from Rebellion, the guys that did Rogue Warrior. It came out the same year as Rogue Warrior. And it came out, I think, the same year as Aliens vs. Predator, the 360 one, which they also made. So, or it came out like right after this, I think. And I was like, oh, I was so worried for Aliens vs. Predator because they made this and Rogue Warrior. But Aliens vs. Predator actually ended up being okay. You could tell what they spent their time on, that's for sure. The Testament of Sherlock Holmes, which I think is the first one of the new series of Sherlock Holmes games that's been coming out. Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. Jesus. This is actually a completely different type of game, I think. I don't think it's based around the new Sherlock Holmes games that are coming out. You know, the ones that are still coming out now. I think it's just a Sherlock Holmes game. You know, just a random one. Need for Speed. I'm sorry. Shift 2 Unleashed. Need for Speed. Alright. Shrek the Third. Hell yeah. I love Shrek the Third. No, I don't. Silent Hill HD Collection, which would be cool if they didn't fuck with the fog in Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3. But, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's still the same games, I guess, so they're still good, technically. Silent Hill Downpour, I played about 2 hours of this and did not get further than that, but, it wasn't terrible, I guess. Silent Hill Homecoming, there you go. Not a bad game. A lot of people give that game shit, but I actually enjoy Silent Hill Homecoming, Jesus. Been recording way too long, but I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people didn't care for it, but I enjoyed it. Singularity, one of my favorite underrated shooters on the 360. If you have not played this, you can get it for pretty damn cheap, and I'm hoping they actually bring it to backwards compatibility because I really liked it. So there you go. Skate, which is, of course, it's a skating game, pretty fun. Skate 2, which is a fun game as well. I think I have Skate 3 also, but that'll be in a different part. Skylanders, of course, Spyro's Adventure, Skylanders Giants, Skylanders Trap Team, Skylanders Superchargers. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the only ones I have. I don't think I have... What's the other one right after this? Imaginators? I don't have that one. And I kind of like the Skylanders games. I'm not going to joke around and say I don't. I do actually enjoy them. I just wish there wasn't so much like talking. I mean, I know it's for kids, so kids like that stuff, but I don't know. Like, if that had just, like, less and less of the stupid jokes and stuff for kids, then I would enjoy those games more. But it's not meant for me anyway, so whatever. Ruse, which is RTS. Heard it was okay. The Saboteur, that was the last game from Pandemic Games. Rest in peace. It was an okay game. Saints Row, the original. Fun game. That was the one pretty much right before it became extremely goofy. Saints Row 2. That's the one where it became a little bit more goofy. And then, of course, the third one is where it just went for broke. And there it is, Saints Row 3, which I love. And then you got Saints Row 4, which I love as well. Next is Saw the game. Remember Saw the game? It's actually not too terrible. It wasn't good. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't. But it wasn't actually that bad. It could have been way worse. Now, Saw 2, on the other hand, is pretty terrible. Because they switched the gameplay, or the combat system for... What was it? Was it like a rock, paper, scissors thing? It was stupid, whatever they did. It was really dumb. And it was bad. Seen It, box office smash. Pretty fun game. Seen It. Secret Service, bad game, but I actually do enjoy this one. As like a so bad it's good. Sega Superstars Tennis, and it also comes with Xbox Arcade compilation disc. Alright, last two in this pile. You got Sega Superstars Tennis, so that's just a double. And Shadowrun. So there you go. Now we have to do that pile. Oh wait, did we do this? Yeah, we just shifted this, right? I think that's it. Yeah, we're done. Okay, so anyway, there you go. That's it, actually. Shit, I thought we had more. We're almost done with the ABC orders stuff, but don't get me wrong, we still have Connect games, and we have all the categorized games. So we still have two more parts. So next one, we're going to finish the ABC order stuff, and then we're going to do the uncategorized games, the ones that are not in ABC order. And then the final part, we'll do Connect games. So it's going to be a 5-part one. I'll probably spread this out in a couple days, so it's not all at once. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That was part 3 of my 360 collection video. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye. Whew, boy.